Hello and welcome to Brew Babes podcast. I am your host, Danielle Snicker, also known as Sassy Cider Chick Online. I'm finally starting to say that correctly if you haven't heard the last couple episodes. I'm also dyslexic, like for real. So, I'm just going to go with that. We are at Three Daughters, and we are at a part of Three Daughters that you never get to see. But on my left is the birthday girl who we just got to celebrate. Taylor Woods, how are you?
I'm really good. Yeah, it's fun being here. This is the first time I've been at Three Daughters, so this is kind of blew my mind a little bit. And yeah, the birthday was awesome. Thank you all for coming.
It was so much fun. We
Rounding
had
out
so
cancer
much fun.
season. Yeah,
Yes.
it was great.
Yes. The other birthday girl this month, who is on my right, the lovely, the amazing, the one who did not do an Irish car bomb with me.
Oh, you did not.
I did not. I did
No.
a baby Guinness.
She did a baby Guinness. My beer life mate, Kat Jones. How are you doing?
Super duper. I'm so glad I got to drag you guys to St. Pete.
I know,
It's
right?
just a fun little adventure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have not been up here at Three Daughters. We're in their administrative office, which unless you're a big brewery, you don't have your
Behind the
administrative office
scenes.
is like behind some, fermenter somewhere. You put a chair and like with your laptop. But on the bigger breweries, the ones like Three Daughters, they get a whole office up here, which
Yeah.
is super cool.
That's really cool.
We did get to, go kind of sit outside for a little bit and see all the sights. I've done a ton of events here. So I love like anything that has to do with events and Three Daughters. I am all in.
They just do it right.
They
just know.
do.
I don't know if it's just they've been doing it for so long or just the team and the energy and the people.
And space. Like
The
this
space
space
is so
brings
beautiful.
it
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Yeah.
No, I've done the Beach Blonde Block Party here. I've done Oktoberfest here. I've done their Christmas. I think I did.
The Christmas is my favorite.
The Christmas is the favorite.
yeah.
Yeah, that is by far one of the better ones. I've done like their summer nights markets.
They
have
rock it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never ever had a bad experience. And of course I do go by Sassy Cider Chick, and Three Daughters does have some of the best ciders around. Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Yeah. I love a good pineapple cider, which they do have.
Mm-hmm. I'm drinking the raspberry lemonade.
Which is
obsessed.
also fantastic.
Obsessed with it every time I've been here.
I love their October beers. I've done Oktoberfest here a couple
Oktoberfest,
times. Yeah, so good. We have to talk about Taylor's party
Yes, please.
because so Taylor did, and we've talked about it on the show.
Hot diggity dog.
You did a blank walks into a bar party,
It's such a cute idea.
Yes.
which was such a good idea, and it got all of the regulars downtown.
People showed up.
They,
They dressed up.
We
It
get
was
to dress
great.
up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they loved it. I got to see so many regulars. It was so busy.
It was good. I'd say birthday parties at a brewery, do
Yes,
it.
do it.
Costume parties at a brewery, no matter what time of
Absolutely.
year, do
Do
it.
it.
People
Always.
want to do it. People want to
Always.
dress up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was so much fun, and it was so busy. And so a lot of people have this like, it's my birthday, so I'm taking the day off. And I have never been that person.
I'm always that person. I'm not working on the day off.
I am like,
Monday.
I am totally going to exploit the fact that it's my birthday
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
to make the most money, and then I'll celebrate it low key like a different day.
No, you Ozzy is the best birthday I have ever had. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't had a birthday party, I don't remember, since I was like maybe 20.
Oh
And like, yeah, just seeing everybody, and like I
Yeah.
just like seeing everyone I love come together, and they
Yeah.
all have a good time. And yeah, I made good money. I didn't have to tell everyone it was my birthday. I didn't
Well,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's my birthday. It's like, oh, there's a big party. They're like, what's this for? And then I'm like, oh, it's my birthday. Like, that's why I'm a hot dog. Like, come on.
I am a
So
hot
it just
dog.
like it puts the whole blanket statement on the whole thing.
Yes.
You don't
Mhm.
have to. You are a diva, but you don't have to like tell everyone you're a
Right.
diva the
Oh,
whole time.
yeah,
You
I
don't have to
got you.
repeat it.
And
so
then
they get the
everyone feels
vibe.
bad, like, oh, you're working on your birthday. Let me give you even extra.
And then you get to dress up too, so you're a part of the fun, not just me
Yes.
wearing a crown serving you beer. Like,
As
So-
a hot dog.
I used to go to this place. It's no longer around, which totally sucks. It's called the Pub in International Plaza. Have you guys ever
Oh,
been
I've been there.
to
Yes.
the pub?
Yes.
It's like a chain, or was a chain.
maybe
Yes.
a long time ago.
No,
I
and
have.
it was gorgeous inside.
It's so pretty.
So
and I
pretty.
hate that it's gone. But there was this one bartender there, and I swear we would get her every single time. Every single time she had something going on.
That's how you do it.
That's how you
And I
do
was
it.
like, she's like, oh, I'm saving up and going to Greece next week. I won't be here, blah, 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 blah. And then we come back and she'd be like, oh, it's my birthday. Blah, blah, blah. She's like always telling us stuff. And I'm like, Do you think this girl just does this every single
Oh,
day
yeah.
and has like a
Yes.
new thing on every single day?
Yes.
It's a good marketing. I mean, it
No,
works.
honestly, if
No
I,
shade on you. I was just saying, like,
No.
that cracked me up when I
oh yeah, I would do it.
figured out that she was. I was like, oh, give me a little extra for your trip to Greece, you know?
So a few years ago, I worked on my birthday, and it was a Friday, and Alex had an issue with his car. We had to take care of that all
I
day.
remember that.
And so when he asked me to drive him down to like fix this issue with the car, I was literally rolled out of bed, like hair in a messy bun, sweatshirt, sweatpants, because my birthday's in January, so it's a little cold. And I mean, like socks and sandals, and like,
PJs.
like I'm PJs.
Let's go. We got to do this. Yeah.
And it took all day. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to be late for work, so I have to drive straight to work.
Oh, no.
And he went to go get my clothes and bring my clothes. So I was actually in a sweatshirt that says, bitches be hazy,
Yes.
I do love that shirt.
in sandals. Like, I'm a mess. And these people come in, and they're there for the first time.
Yeah, that's when we met them.
And that's when we met them. And they're there for the very first time, and they're talking and everything. And I noticed that the wife is looking at me a lot, and I'm like, finally I go, I'm so sorry. I normally don't look like this. And I said, my husband, he's had so many issues with this car, and I had to help him today. And all of a sudden I was going to be late for work, and we were in Clearwater. And so I just ran down here, and he's bringing me clothes and everything. And I'm like, so I'm so sorry about my appearance. This is so unprofessional. I apologize. And they were like, they're laughing. They're like, this is like the funnest story ever. And she goes, no, I was staring at your sweatshirt because I want to know where you got it. I
Yeah.
want to buy one. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And I was like, yeah. And then he feels so bad because like all day long, all he kept saying is like, I'm so sorry. This is how we spent your birthday. And they go, it's your birthday?
After all of this craziness. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. So now they are.
And they're your tried and true, like,
They-
family brewery fam for you
Yes.
now. Yeah.
Now, these people who came in literally the first time as I'm a mess on my birthday, and I'm like not even in shoes.
You don't gotta apologize on your birthday. It's your day.
No, you can cry if you want to.
wear
You
your
can vomit
socks.
up if you want to.
Yeah.
They are now some of our most regular customers. They are some of our
I
biggest
love that.
supporters on the podcast.
I love
Like
that.
every time we come
I
out,
got to meet some
yes,
like,
you do.
know the podcast.
Yes.
Very sweet.
Who brought the baklava? Richard?
Richard.
Yes. Also dressed as a dragon. Props to you on that one. That was rad.
He was like, I was like, if anyone understood the assignment, it was Richard.
Did you see Beth and Kirk there when
I
you were
did.
there? Okay.
Yeah, and they had like the duck hats.
Yeah,
and
so
everything.
that's who
duck
she's
hats. Okay,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about
Oh,
in
I
that
got-
story.
yeah.
They met on your birthday.
Yeah, when I walked in, by the way, I could not see in that horse mask.
I bet.
So
I didn't know who that was. And I was like, this
and I was like
horse?
trying to look a horse mask.
You're a full horse mask, and Anthony, who's with you, is in a full fish mask.
I know. Yeah.
And
I love
so
that.
I
we didn't
see,
plan cowboy and the horse. We should have done better.
I
love
all of a
it.
sudden these two people come up in a full mask. Obviously, someone has been to Tampa Bay Brewing Company because that's the little logo on his shirt.
Oh.
And so,
exclude.
right, and so she comes up and hugs me, and Anthony hugs me, and I'm like,
It was such a bullshit hug too. But I realized after
She didn't realize who
because
you were.
she was giving an uncle hug because she had no idea.
like, I have never
You
had
know
a
when you
horse
like
before.
awkwardly have to hug your family member that you don't like,
Yeah,
and you're just
yeah.
like,
I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I know every regular that I know is literally already in the building.
and I didn't tell either of you I was coming.
No, you didn't.
So
That was like great. Seeing you both walking a fish and a horse once into a bar, and I'm like,
Okay, so here's the funnier part of that is Anthony is allergic to latex.
Yeah, I'm not actually.
And so he was like itching, and we're all like, stop putting the mask on.
I
And he
know.
goes, there's a kid out there.
Yeah.
Here, give me the mask. He's so sweet. Like, seriously, to make this little kid
So
outside
dreamy.
the door smile, he was like, I'll just get a little itchy.
It was.
He's so sweet. But yeah,
Kind of
so
like that guy or whatever.
he's all right. But yeah, so they take the mask off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so then I'm like, finally, like,
Yeah, and I think I wore the mask for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
we got a picture. Like,
got a-
that's
yeah, we got a
really
picture.
the point. That's
Fantastic.
yeah, it was amazing. So
Happy
good.
birthday.
Thank you. It was,
so it was
amazing.
so much fun. And then they were in downtown Newport Richie for like one of the first times ever. So we got
I'm
to
not
go
gonna lie.
around.
I'm not gonna lie. I questioned a little bit about the vibe, about it's popping.
Oh
It's
yeah.
popping down there.
Oh, it is.
It's when we were talking about like downtown, like being the small Dunedin. Like it is,
And it's
very
kind of the
much-
nightlife. Like Dunedin's
I
kind of
was
the day
super
drinking, and
impressed,
Newport
yes.
Richie's taking some of the nightlife.
I really was impressed with the railroad
the Railroad Square.
square. Yes,
Yeah.
very cool. Like the cornhole, like the vibe.
Yeah.
It's coming
Um,
it's coming a long way.
It's cute.
That was a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, we
It
had
was crazy to see like all the people in the street, and then you go inside the bars, like everyone was outside.
everyone is
Okay.
Like
even in the
On the
beginning,
railroad
the-
square.
On the
yeah.
Railroad Square, yeah. Like no one was inside. Everyone was
Steamworks was the only place that was actually full inside and
And that makes
outside.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's true. 'Cause
honestly,
they're,
they have like
this big.
yeah, they have like 11 seats inside. So like, you know, it's like one group of friends and that's it. Like you
Yep.
can't sit inside anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went over to Fitzgerald's.
Fitzgerald's is the Irish pub.
Yes.
Yeah, and you did your first Irish
Irish
car bomb?
Carbone. Which I've never
Thank you,
done
Major.
before. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Major.
Thanks
You
for all the donkeys.
yeah. It was like a tour.
Every time we say Reef Donkey on the podcast, we go like,
Yeah, I know, right? No, our time down in Newport Richey after leaving your birthday was literally a tour of who serves reef donkey.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Because it was like, hey guys, here's the lake. And this one serves reef donkey, and that guy serves reef donkey. And so we just did a tour of every place that
And I
served
love
reef
that.
donkey. And then I mean,
locals supporting locals.
right. That's what you got to do. Like, you know.
And you guys, maybe we'll venture today, and I'll be like, there's a hippie oasis. There's
Yes.
a hippie oasis.
Well.
There's it.
So I didn't put out the video, but I actually went to Lucan's, which is a liquor store. If you don't know, if you don't drink as much as we do, Lucan's is
This is your family-owned liquor store.
It is. It's a little
You know?
family-owned liquor store. It's super cute in there. They do, and it was a Saturday, so of course, you know, like there's tastings everywhere. If and they have a bar, so they actually have like a full service bar. You can buy a cocktail
At Lucan's.
at Lucan's.
At Lucan's, yeah.
But I was
It's a
down.
vibe.
It is. And it was busy. It was packed. So I went to Seventh Sun because this is such a crazy. It was Friday actually because Jamie from Commerce Brewing, who's the head brewer at Commerce, he is moving.
Yeah.
I think he leaves this week or something. But his going away party was on Friday. But at Commerce, they actually had a big equipment. Piece of equipment breakdown to where we can't be in the building. So
I saw that notice, yeah.
yeah, Devin at Seventh Sun was like, come here and party here. So I went over to Seventh Sun, partied with Devin's, you know, with Jamie and all like the loves over at Commerce, which we're all there. And it was so fun. And then after that, I was like, well, I need to go to Lucan's because I'm doing a bunch of videos about different beer styles and stuff. So I went to pick some up. And I was like, this place is popping just as much as Seventh Sun right now. It's like
Friday night, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I go in and I'm like looking down the aisles because I'm looking for specific beers.
Yeah.
And people will just stop to talk to you. You like craft beer?
Oh, that's a good pickup.
Hey, I
line.
love your t-shirt.
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, I do. And then there's a couple people that were like, well, did you know? And they're like giving me like beer facts. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know.
Did you know about the IPA and where it originated from?
And I'm like, yeah, no, those guys are great. Like fantastic people over there.
No, I love that.
I do love that. And I
know it's kind of annoying, but I
I
really
They're selling it.
Yeah.
And I never want anyone to feel like they're telling that to someone who isn't like doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, they're like, did you know that IPA was made just down the block at this brewery? And it's like, I want to be like, yeah, we literally like them.
Just
like,
kidding.
Yeah, but we gotta hold the sassy cider chick.
Yeah.
You know?
So I was just like,
I'm gonna be encouraging.
really? I'm going to have to go down and try there, you know, like, you know, because you want people to feel like, you know, they know something you don't. It's like, yeah, that's so cool. But one of the most coolest things, I know, I was being nice. And so one of the coolest things though is I'm going, and of course, like Reef Donkey is my eye level.
Yeah.
Because who else is going to be able to see Reef Donkey more than
I was
me?
gonna say the best spot in the cooler
Is going to be that.
Yeah.
But on the shelf right above it is Hippie Oasis. So I saw Hippie Oasis and Reef Donkey, and then just a couple ones down was Mexican Candy from Unrefined.
Yes.
And they have, if you're looking for your local craft beers and maybe like you're going on a Monday when everybody's closed and, you know, the breweries aren't open, honestly, go to a local Lucan's because they have so many from this area, like so many good beers. So that was super cool. And everybody is super nice there. Like, no, you know, like
it is like a really like family owned like
cool.
culture.
It was really cool. So went there and then I went home. And then Saturday, I actually went to Green Turtle for their first birthday, first anniversary, which was a lot of fun. And so that was really nice. And then came to see a free birthday. I've had like such a crazy busy,
It's been a busy week.
Like I keep making the joke of like I have nothing to do over the summer, and then I keep looking at my schedule over the summer, going like, Oh my gosh, I'm so busy this week.
You know, I'm going to see you like 5 times
I
this
know.
week.
And it's just Monday.
But
Oh.
yeah, so so the reason why we're here
A good
is
segue.
so little, everybody knows this fact, but earlier this year, Kat was like, "Hey, why don't you join me on the board for Tampa Bay Beer Week?" And I went like, "All right." And and a bunch of people wanted on the board. So I was like, I don't think I'm really gonna make it on because there's a lot of really great people that know a lot of stuff. But I
Super
did.
talented homies on the board
Yes.
this year.
And so I did join the board for Tampa Bay Beer Week, which is not really a big change because honestly, every time that Tampa Bay Beer Week has done an event or done
we
beer
reach
week,
out to you anyway.
You're always involved.
I'm always there. Like by the end of Beer Week,
Yeah.
I was handed several pineapples to go to
Yes.
events and just do
Yeah.
the pictures and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we're gonna go hard on the pineapples.
this year. Yeah. So I hope there's a local pineapple grower.
I was literally
like-
just gonna say I'm
Where's
gonna
the
get
truck?
a Dole sponsorship.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Dole, we need you.
So this isn't a big change, but but we have one of our biggest events for the year
Oh.
coming up, and it's going to look
So
a little
excited.
different this year.
It is. It is.
So normally, halfway there. For the last few years that I've helped work one has been at the Coliseum in St. Pete, and it's been in August.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun, and everybody gets together, and then we have an after party, and because beer
After
people
party
like
is
a good
way more
after
fun for
party.
me
I know
because I'm scrambling to run around.
yeah,
and do
you're running
everything
around the whole day,
of.
and then there's an after party. But
Yes.
this year we will be right
3 daughters, baby.
at Three Daughters.
We're so
Not in this
Yeah, not in this area.
area because that would be weird.
If you're in this area, you're in trouble. It means like you passed out. You
Yeah,
gotta
right.
please.
You need
HR
some
has
AC.
told you in. No, we will be downstairs. And if you, like I said, if you have not done an event, if you have not been to an event at Three Daughters, they are top notch.
Yeah, the best.
Maybe do a little tour of it.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll
Just
do
like-
a
yeah.
little
Little-
video
little
tour that will
tour.
kind of. We'll a little sneak peek. Me and Kat will probably we'll do a little recording to do some promo videos for
Sure.
halfway there while we're here.
I didn't brush my hair today, so that sounds like a great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time
It's beer. It's beer week.
It's just beer.
It's just beer. We're good.
I'm just gonna remind myself. of that.
it's sunny outside, No, but seriously, it will be outside
It will be outside.
on September
We're bringing
5th.
the tents. We're bringing the water games.
Ooh.
Yes.
I have to make sure we, carry the proper insurance because there will be water like balloons thrown in people's faces.
Mhm.
It's in the face.
Don't worry, guys. I got all the paperwork done.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We'll make sure that's her executive director is in charge of all that. I just
Water balloons.
Yeah,
The water balloons, squirt guns.
Yes, squirt
yeah.
guns. We'll
love
have a little.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
We're
gonna, and it's Labor Day weekend.
It'd be
Labor Day
perfect.
weekend. I mean, I get a dunk tank. So, it's a big fundraiser for Beer Week.
Yes.
That's what halfway there is obviously celebrating. We're halfway there to Beer Week, which this year's Beer Week is March 7th through March 14th,
Yes,
which is just the most wonderful week of the year,
I
in
know.
my
I love
opinion.
Beer Week.
It's
I
like
love
Christmas.
Beer
It's
Week.
Christmas. Liquid Christmas.
Week.
It's when we all get to see each other.
I know, it's like,
I think that
what did you say on one of our first podcasts? It was like
we get to spend 10 days with our 200 best
Yeah.
friends.
200 best friends, yes.
Yeah, because we never get to see each
We
other.
never get to see each other, and then we get to just go ham and
Yeah. And
take
then
pictures.
and we're all like everybody's working during the day and we're all serious and like, and we're all about the people coming in and
Yeah,
pouring the beer because we're professionals.
Right. We're all doing the same job, and then you all get to hang
Well,
out. and
I
do it
come to
together.
see you when you're behind the bar.
Right.
So like you can't hang.
Right.
And then
Right.
maybe if we time it right, I'm at the end of your day. I
Yeah,
get to hang out
and
with
we've
you,
been able to do that every once in a while. But yeah, and then all of a sudden during Beer Week, it's like you get a little bit away from your booth. You get to see people. You get to kind of say hello. I know I've ended up pouring behind people's booths because they're like, hey, I gotta,
I really got to go to the bathroom.
and so
Need to
you're
eat something.
pouring
Little
for each
celebrity.
other. Yeah, and so you do that, and then all of a sudden we have an after party, which all the
Mhm.
beer enthusiasts are also invited to.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite
It's
parts.
like when the brewers come together with the fans of the beer
Yes.
that they make, and like that's a really cool part of I think the after party that makes it special is that you
Mhm.
get both sides of
Yes.
you get your consumers and you get your
Yeah, you got your front of house, the back house, and everyone who just supports it
Everybody.
all around.
Everybody.
Yeah.
and then the bartenders who do the after party are so happy because
because
they've got
they're
all their
making
friends there.
so
And we're all
much
industry
money.
people, so we speaking of
I will tell you, if you are working on Beer Week is probably just as good as working on your birthday.
I bet.
probably
because we're all like, oh, you
Oh,
can't be at the after party
get the
with us.
party.
14.
Yeah. So
Here's an Underberg and here's a 20.
yeah.
We're tough coming.
I've been outside all day. Just I need to hydrate with beer.
Right.
There you go.
That's
there you
funny.
go.
Yeah.
Um,
No. So it's so much fun.
Speaking of, the after party will be the party itself, halfway there is happening from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes.
here
Okay.
at Three Daughters. And then the after party, we're gonna encourage everyone to utilize the beautiful Sunrunner system
Yes.
of St. Petersburg, which is just
Mhm.
simply 1 block away. And you can take the Sunrunner down to Grand Central,
Oh,
which
very
is
cool.
Brew House, which is where our after party is going to be from 7 to 10.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
And
it's going to be a
it's,
good day.
it's going to be so much fun. If you have not been to a halfway there, it is so much fun. It is a lot less stressful overall for I will say most of the brewers. It is more stressful for the Tampa Bay Beer Week people because Tampa Bay
Yeah.
Beer Week, we are normally going to events hosted by other people.
That's true. This is
And
our event.
this
is
is
like
our
our
event.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are running.
You run it.
Yeah. But the brewers do get to kind of just set up their booths and then have a good time and then
Mhm.
go to the after party.
That's
where,
the idea. Like, we
Yeah.
want them to be
Make it easy,
less stressful.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
and so
celebrate.
it's such a fun event. I'm so happy to be doing it here. On Labor Day weekend, which I think is going to be so much fun to just really kind of, have like this huge like party for Labor Day
Yeah.
and see everybody. And it is going to look a little different. And I think that because we're going to get the questions of why does it look a little different?
Why is this outside?
Yeah.
What
and-
happens if it rains? If it rains, we get wet.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Florida.
I'm pouring beer no
one
matter
of
what.
my favorite festivals of all time. Like, I don't know why it was so, like, it was just such a vibe, but it was in Ybor. It was Greetings from Florida. And it was like April, I think. This was a couple years ago. They had it in like the historic building, like right where the bus was, just the
Yeah.
brick and everything.
Yeah.
And it poured. And we just had so much fun.
Yeah,
Like,
that adds to it.
it was just like,
Yeah.
I wore my bathing suit. Like, I knew it was probably going to rain.
Right.
Like, we were just going to have like fun and just splash around in puddles and chug some beer.
It's Florida. I mean, it's
Like-
Florida on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to get wet. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be with our friends. We're going to have beer.
Yeah.
I mean, dress accordingly.
You're gonna either
I'm
sweat your
gonna-
face off or you're gonna get wet from water. Like
Both,
one or the other. or
depending
both.
on what part of
And
the
then
day
it
you're
works
here,
out.
you
It
know?
refreshes you.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna have things like a misting tent, and like to keep everybody cool. Obviously, you can come inside Three Daughters and get a
Yes.
beer at any point in time, or delicious food. We'll have food trucks
Mm.
and things like that.
Yes.
So I got a plan. We have a
Like it.
plan.
Yeah. No.
It's gonna be a great day.
And so, yes. So if you don't know, Tampa Bay Beer Week is in a little bit of a restructuring year.
Luis, yeah,
Yeah. And
rebuild year.
we're rebuilding, which is why, and I want to give the shout out to Three Daughters because they have so supported us through this kind of
Huge.
redoing everything.
Thank you.
And honestly, this is something where they're offering the space to us to utilize and just being so supportive of us. And I just, and other breweries too. So,
Oh yeah, I mean, like literally, this organization doesn't exist without the breweries and their support and their love and their patience.
yes.
and their trust in us to
Yeah.
make sure that we do everything that we can to promote them. For those of you guys that don't know, because I don't talk about it enough, Tampa Bay Beer Week is a nonprofit organization, and we operate year round. So, we operate just like any other nonprofit organization does. So it's really important to us to have fundraisers like this,
Yes.
so that we can do like really cool things during Beer Week in March
Yes.
to help the breweries grow.
Right.
Yeah.
And like support them, because that's our mission is to really connect. I'm getting goosebumps. I love talking about Beer Week, but our mission is to help them grow and work together and come together for things
Yeah.
like Beer Week.
And
So-
it is, and I just want to put this out because, obviously coming from the political world, nonprofits are kind of like just what you do. And it's one of those things that, there's a lot of nonprofits on issues and things like that. So I have been involved in a lot of nonprofit organizations. I'm actually in the middle of having a new one come up that I'll be working with here, which has nothing to do with beer, completely unrelated, but it is not easy.
I'm finding that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of paperwork involved with this stuff.
Running a nonprofit is actually it's a challenge,
Yeah.
and it's a challenge for everyone who runs one, whether they're the, the big huge nonprofits or a little tiny one. You still have the same amount of rules,
Yeah.
Right.
and it's the same amount of paperwork, and it's the same
Yeah.
amount of structure that you need and things like that. And it's not an easy task, and everybody is a volunteer. You cannot get paid and also be on the board for any nonprofit. So like all of these people are volunteering, sometimes full-time hours.
Right.
They're putting in their own money
Yeah.
to make things happen at certain times. And so these things are really like when you look at the board of any nonprofit, it is really these are people who believe so much in whatever they're doing. So I want to shout out to the board who, and even the past boards, because it's been a
Oh
labor
yeah.
of love
I
for
mean,
years and years and
so
years.
many wonderful people have come on to Beer Week, and been a
Yeah.
part of making it grow. I mean, we're going on 15 years.
Right.
Um, so we have so many people, and it's funny because like there's not like a list of previous board members, that is
I
just like
know.
obtainable for
I
me. Like,
know.
you know, so I'm talking to somebody about Beer Week, and like, me, I'm so passionate and bubbly and talkative. And they're like, yeah, Kat, I know. I was on the board for like 4 years or 2 years, back in the day, back before you even knew craft
Right.
beer existed. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that there's a history and there's a past, and I'm just rambling now. But anyway, I can't wait to see you at halfway there.
It's a testament to how this industry
That's
is,
we
like
just
the
come together.
community, and help
Absolutely.
Yeah.
each other, and like
Yeah.
let's make it happen.
And I think the one thing is because nobody has been kind of documenting that history, it also goes to show you how much in the industry people aren't like, look at how important I am. I'm on the board for
No.
this. Or
Yeah.
but you find that in so many other organizations, where it's like, well, I want my name on a plaque because I
Right.
was,
Yeah.
this person and that person and I did this. And like, we're all like, yeah, I was on the board and whatever you need. Like, I'm
Mhm.
so happy to see it continue to go. And if you guys need help with anything, if you want to know like
Yeah.
anything that we did in the past, let us know. I have never met a former board member that wasn't so passionate about it still, but just didn't have the time commitment to keep going, or
Yeah.
just said, you know what, every organization needs to change over for those new ideas. And so I took a step back to let new ideas come forward. And you've seen that with Tampa Bay Beer Week and the board and things like that. And I just, I want people to understand like we're super passionate about, like about the industry as a whole. And then to see people come together for Beer Week and be just as passionate as we are is such a cool thing. And I know we talked about this before, but we're totally roping you into a committee.
Welcome. Join us.
We've got beer.
We've got beer.
Music and
Beer and
people
community.
that are genuinely
No,
good people.
community.
No,
And a
that's what I think.
community.
It's because everyone cares about what it is. It's not this big grandiosity or whatever that right word is, but like it's
Right.
about you care about it, and and it's
Yes.
kind of takes me back to like prohibition like era. Like when you care about something, you really want it to be there, and like
Right.
people are going to come together, and so it just continues.
Yeah, and that is definitely what you're seeing with Beer Week when it happens, and the before thing we do halfway there, which is our biggest fundraiser,
Yep.
and then you're gonna have almost there, which is where our salute.
That's my favorite, honestly.
Honestly,
It's such a vibe.
it's such a smaller event. So almost there is a very much smaller event, but it is like a salute to home brewers, which I feel like are kind of the backbone
You know,
of the
we gotta
craft
get our
beer
home brewers more
industry.
involved.
We
Yeah.
do. It's one of those things where I look at how many brewery owners now started as home brewers,
Absolutely.
and how many home brewers are the ones out supporting all the breweries.
If
Right.
we're worried about like, many times we've talked about like the future of craft beer. The future of craft beer comes from inspiration of people right
Yes.
now
Mhm.
who are either doing the USF program
Yeah.
or are homebrewing at home. Like maybe they just joined the Beer Week board. 10 years from now, they could own their own brewery.
Right.
Right.
Like it's a very interesting thing. I wrote a really long blog about this, growing up together,
Hmm.
is what I called it,
Mhm.
and it kind of just hits like because I've been in the industry 9 years now, which is insane to me because it
Right.
feels like I just jumped in this thing yesterday. But I've been with Beer Week for 6 years, which is also crazy considering I signed up for 2. Uh,
Yeah.
when they go and put me in charge or whatever, but growing up together was like I was just like a testament to like the people that I worked with who started out at the same basic level as me.
Right.
Especially in Tampa Bay, there are so many people that have known each other for like decades,
Yes.
and they've been in, and I love that, right? But like sometimes you feel like you're on the outskirts of that, like
Yeah.
oh, I don't know this person, or the legend, you know, like,
Right.
I don't know, Billy Burns. Oh, the legend Billy Burns, you
Yeah.
know, like, oh, you don't know Beth Boyles. Beth
Yeah.
Boyles been in it, you know,
Yeah.
major.
Bob Sylvester. Oh my
Bob Sylvester.
gosh.
Yeah. Okay. That's a
I
great
hear about
example.
Bob
Yeah.
Sylvester every day.
Oh,
We're fine.
I don't know a time where somebody is so passionate about craft beer that they don't bring up something like Hanapu when talking about beer week,
Yes.
right? But I wasn't around for the Hanapu days,
Right.
you know, but I'm still doing it. I'm still excited to do it. I
Right.
still want to do it. I want to make things happen. But there's like 10 other people that I know that started it at the same time as me.
Right.
And so like we grew up together.
Yeah.
And now we're doing different things, you know. I don't know.
A new
It's just
generation
a
of
new
it
generation.
all.
But like we
Yeah.
have to recognize that there's somebody
Yes.
behind
that was
us.
Yeah.
there.
And maybe they're homebrewing right now.
Yeah.
You know?
It's such a weird because I kind of came from the side. So it is a very, very different experience for someone like me than someone like you. Because I can say I've been in the beer industry since 2013. So that's 14 years, which seems like so much longer, you know, than you. But if we go to an event, everybody knows you and I'm new.
Right.
And it's because even though it was such a different route, I didn't get the day to day.
But that's just
It's
because
like from the paper versus
yeah,
like
no, that's just
yeah.
because I was doing sales and like I had
Right.
to be in everybody's face.
That's how sales.
But when
That's how
these
sales work.
yeah, when these events were going on,
Yeah.
I was in Tallahassee making sure it was legal for them to go
Right,
on.
right,
That's cool.
right,
It all
yeah.
comes together.
So I was
It's like a little
very
clock.
I
Yeah.
was
Have our
very
little
much
gears.
in the back behind the scenes of all of that for so long and
Mhm.
going like, wow, those events look so cool. Let me make sure it can happen again next year.
Right.
Let's make sure that laws don't change and that, you know, these things can still happen, but still not being there
Yeah.
also. So I get to experience everything new and old at the same
I
time,
love that.
which
I
is
like
such a
that too.
like cool kind of place to be in, you know, because sometimes people be like, well, I remember back like, and did you like, we couldn't even do 64-ounce growlers. And it's like,
I remember
you're
those
welcome.
days. Yeah. It's kind of like the butterfly effect of it all. Like if you weren't in that, if you weren't doing that at that same time,
Yeah.
would these paths even cross? Would this industry be anything
Right.
what it is right now?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Because
it's crazy how many times like I've missed knowing somebody because they were somewhere else or
Yeah.
doing something different. Even you and me.
right.
So,
Yeah. Because, you know, we've been friends for 3 or 4 years now. But before that, I was on a completely different area of the industry. And, you know, so, and it is, and I do because of weird things, because I did grow up here and I grew up here kind of in a, I want to say more role. So I did, you know, like I knew people like, you know, people be like, you know, the owner of Cigar City. And I'm like, yeah, Joey. And then like, you know, and they're like, yeah, and he did this and that. And I'm like, oh, I know, I was there because we were friends, but we were friends outside of beer.
Right.
We were friends because
Right.
I have been in just in this area for so long and been public and had to do other things. And we, you know, met each other through crazy other things. And at one point shared an attorney, which was crazy. And that's how I know his dad. And yeah, that is
We'll talk
not
about that off camera.
that is
Yeah.
not an on-air conversation. If you know, you know,
If
kind
you
of
know,
deal.
you know.
People have put it together because people who have been around a long time and do know the one attorney, because he is a pretty like well-known attorney in a specific area, will go like,
Anywho.
yeah, but no, and it's a fun way to kind of be in it for a long
Yeah,
time,
no, I get
but
You're kind of
also
like on the
experience.
wall seeing it all happen
Yeah.
and then like knowing, but then now you're in it. Like
But now
you
I'm
are
in it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I get to experience it all new, which is it's a crazy thing. It's a very interesting time because sometimes I do feel like an outsider because I don't know everyone, but then also not an outsider because it's like you're literally talking about the things I made sure you guys could do.
But like I think I don't know, maybe it's just me and I've been in it too long and I'm wearing rose colored glasses here, but I think overall as a group we're very inclusive people.
Oh, for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
No, it's like your long lost cousins that you're like,
Yes.
well, I've heard of you. Like we're related, but like, oh, I'm so excited to meet you. Like
Yeah.
that's it. That's how I feel
Oh my
coming
gosh,
into it. Like
yeah.
you are all my family. I may not have known you in
Right.
person, but like the vibes there, like
Yeah.
we know each other. We're family. And so it's just like, oh, I finally found you. Thank you.
There you are.
I don't, yeah, I think outsider is maybe, I think people look at that as a different term, as like a negative, but I'm saying it's not clicky at all. I've never
Oh,
known
okay.
the beer industry to be clicky where it's like, well,
No, it's
we all know each other and we don't want to talk to you. It's more just like,
Well,
you know,
family you haven't met yet?
There's a
There's a handful of them out there, but
there's a couple.
we still invite them to things, even
we
if they
do.
don't respond to our emails.
Exactly. Even if they're not nice.
Even if they're not nice about it, we still invite
invite them.
You're still a part of the family, okay? We all have that cousin. We all
Yeah,
have
that's
that
true.
uncle.
Yeah. I guess.
You still didn't send the invite. They might come, they might not. You'd be like, but we did our job.
You gotta invite Uncle Joe and Aunt Patty and
Yeah, we've all got an Aunt Patty.
but I've never known it to be very cliquey, but it's all, it's like you do kind of feel like everybody here knows everybody and I don't know any of these
That
people.
was such an intimidating thing for me when I got started, and and I just had to like get over it.
Oh yeah,
I'm still learning it.
I just
You just
had
get
to
over
listen.
it and you introduce yourself and you go, oh my gosh, my name's this and
Yeah.
and then you get to a point where like you start introducing yourself to people who already know you.
Yes.
And that's a little embarrassing for me personally because I'm like, I do know you. I don't know where I know you from. Where do I know you from?
All
But
over
like
the
they
place.
switch jobs or something, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not expecting to see you here. We have these, I don't know how
Yes.
your brain works,
Oh,
but in
yeah.
my brain, I put little people into boxes of like, you're here and I expect to
Yes.
see you here. So when I run into you at Lucan's,
Right.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I know you.
I know
I
the
recognize that
face.
I know you.
Yep.
I recognize that you're a person who I've had multiple conversations with,
Right.
but you're not in the place you're supposed to be.
Right.
You're
You're
not
at
wearing your
Lucan's.
outfit.
Yeah, you're not wearing your branded polo.
You know how many people? Because at Emerald Coast we had to. They want you to wear your hair up, and at Unrefined they don't care. So my hair is almost always down.
Okay.
Because I don't like the feel of my hair. My hair is very, very thick, so it gives me a headache. So I always wear it down. And you don't know how many people are customers over there and will come into Unrefined
Oh, and they don't
Not
and they
recognize
have
recognize
you.
no idea who I am. And I'll be like, oh, I think this is the want an IPA, right? We have. Do you want to borrow my pajamas? And they're like, how did you know that? And I'm like, what?
You don't know me?
I understand. I'm in the Clark Kent situation.
Yeah.
It's me, guys. My hair. My hair is just.
When I got the
Yeah.
bangs or no bang, I get that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because my family owned restaurants for so long,
Oh yeah.
I do every once in a while get people who come in and they're like, I know you. And I'm like, I'm at a lot of beer events,
Yeah.
I do a lot with Beer Week. Maybe we've seen each other. And they're like, no. And I'm like, do you like pizza? And they're like, oh, that's it.
I worked for you back in the day.
That's awesome.
So yeah, because we had pizza restaurants, not just
That's
one,
really
but we had
funny.
multiple pizza restaurants. And we were known for
Pizza.
pizza. And
Said everyone ever.
Right.
yeah, except me, because we, it's one of
Well,
those
it's
things
one thing if you make
when you
like,
do it for so
you're-
long.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a chef.
Yeah.
You don't like to cook your own food. You like to
Right.
go to Chipotle.
Yes. Like
Let somebody else do it.
I went to an Olive Garden for the first time and I was like in my 20s. Like
Yeah.
this was like because we had Italian restaurants. Like you didn't go to a place like Olive Garden. And I went in there, I'm like, I love their soup, salad, and breadsticks. It's so good.
100%.
And like my dad was like, it's not
Yeah.
even real food. And it's like,
Blasphemy.
no, I get it. But like I've been eating real food my whole life.
Yeah.
Like it's good to just have like the fake
spoiled.
alternative. Like,
Right.
it's kind of fun. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but that's because I was around it since I was 11. I started working when I was 11. So, like it was a lot.
Cheers to child labor laws.
Yeah, I know.
My parents owned a print shop. I've been
Yeah.
working since I
Yes.
was 8. So.
Yeah.
15. But at a
Right.
pizza place.
Yeah.
But at a pizza place, we love
Because
that.
when the family owns a business, there is not the labor
what you
laws
do.
doesn't
Yeah.
like really apply to you. And even I know we'll say this is not like
I mean,
people.
it's not like I'm, I don't want to go out and say like my parents made me.
Character building.
No. I don't want to put it this way, like for people that are going to go into a family business, be like, you're not following labor laws. I will say this: it is actually completely legal for you to have your child
It is.
work at your
And then
family
you also
business.
have to be some of the most entrepreneurial
Yes.
women. Like, I mean,
And
it
I
worked
always
out.
joke about child labor laws, but it actually
But
is.
it
like a
is
thing.
actually
That
legal
my
to
parents
do.
didn't like.
Nobody was like
hit me with a
breaking
whip or
laws.
anything. They
Shout
let
out.
me like rollerblade around industrial parks, and I would put little door hangers on
Yeah.
businesses because
I
we
love
were a print shop. So we did like marketing materials and things.
Yeah, no,
That's what I did.
I
was my
learned
job.
I learned how to count back money and everything because
Mhm.
they were like, listen,
Oh yeah,
we
you
need
get to answer the
someone.
phones.
They need someone to answer the phone, and then it was like, hey, we're getting busy in the kitchen. Can you run bread for us? And it was like,
I mean, Girl
okay.
Scout cookies are children's
Right,
business owners.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
you can only
so
catch them on the weekends, though.
So yeah, and so even like I've actually had some people like at breweries, and I'm not going to say which breweries, but they are very, very family owned. And I've had people come into other breweries and be like, "Well, I went there and they had their kids, and the kids weren't serving alcohol; they were like helping move like tables and
Somebody's got to
stuff."
clean out the mash tun, you guys.
It's small.
Like, yeah, that's what families do. They come together.
Who's gonna mill all the grain? Mill all the
Back in the day.
Yeah. No, so I mean, I always look at that as like a great way of teaching like the next generation to love an industry.
Yeah.
As much as I mean, I'm still not out of food and beverage, you know,
Right.
36 years later. Because I just love it. I absolutely love the people behind all of it and things like that. And that's why, you know, moving from kind of that restaurant into beer was such an easy shift for me and something that I really loved. And like, and I'm such a big education person. Obviously, that's why I'm going back to college at 47 years old. So, you know, one of those things that
That's sick. I'm so proud of you.
I do love
Thank
that.
you. And one of the things that Tampa Bay Beer Week and Pink Boot Society is doing is we're really ramping up on continuing education.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like I wish we could just go over so many of the cool things that we
We're
have.
working on it. You guys just have to be patient.
Episodes in the future.
Yeah.
Episodes in the future.
So, but there's so many education things coming out that are going to be like very affordable to people who just want to know more and things like that. You know, so many trainings and stuff like that where if you are, you know, do want to know that, and it's going to be so different. Like we're going to have stuff in front of the house staff, stuff for brewers, stuff for, you know, back of the house staff, just like all sorts of different education things. So I'm so excited to
Me
kind
too.
of put this event on.
Yeah.
Because this kind of is the catalyst for so many other things we get to do.
So true. Like that's a really, really good way to put it. Like if this event, you know, doesn't happen, it makes it so much harder to do the things we want to do in the future. So no pressure, but
yeah,
please buy your tickets.
Buy your tickets. It's going to be September
Come out to
5th,
halfway there.
Right? And so the ticket pricing, I'm going to let you do it because you looked it up.
I did. I looked
sure
it up.
that
Just double check everything.
That we do not say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Tickets.
We've got $55 tickets, and you can buy a 4-pack if you want to bring your friends along with you as well. Save $5 per ticket. And all of that is available online at tampabaybeerweek.com.
Yes.
/tickets.
So, and definitely if you have not already made your Labor Day weekend plans, we've made them for you.
Yep.
Right here at one of the coolest places to have an event. And we went, you know, there was a lot of kind of options that kind of got brought
it
up
was back and
milled
forth
around.
and it made so much sense to do it here and work with these amazing human beings. So,
and as soon as you said Three Daughters, I was like, that's gotta be the place.
Yeah, it was pretty much a unanimous vote.
And everyone was like, what about this one? What about this one? And I'm like,
no,
you haven't done an event at Three Daughters then.
Don't know till you know.
No,
trust me on
it's a
this.
phenomenal team here,
it is.
So.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to work with the team. I can't wait to have this event because, like I said, it's such a catalyst to so many other things that we're planning. But this is a busy week for not only Tampa Bay Beer Week because we're going to launch tickets.
Oh yeah,
but Pink Boot Society, which if you have been a member in the past and are not a member now, join back up. I did this.
Yeah.
I was a member for years and then didn't see a whole lot going on in this area and just went, oh, everybody's just too busy. Like there's just not a big thing. So I had let my membership lapse because I was like, I just don't see a lot going on.
I didn't have mine on auto renewal and I recognize that that's an issue for me.
Oh.
I need to just
always
put that button on there.
auto renew. And then about 6 months after that, I realized it was because the coordinator for this area was just an empty spot. It was not filled.
Yeah.
And so I was not a member for a few months and then I was like, no.
Now we got you.
Yeah.
I just keep rubbing you into shit.
I know.
For better.
So
for good things.
So when people say
sure.
like, how did that come up where you call Kat your beer like me? And I'm like, you know, she just kind of does a lot of stuff. And then she goes like, you should do this with me. And I'm like, okay.
Down for the adventure.
And so now we're just kind of stuck with each other for life. Because I have an idea. Although now I do send you ideas and you're like,
just me. You did it too. You're like, hey, I want to a podcast.
I guess that's kind of how this podcast started. I kind of got ripped in this one.
That is true. I actually said, I'm starting a podcast with or without you, but I'd rather you be on it.
We were sitting at Troubled Waters.
Yes.
And we were talking about your the Florida Bruce Travelers.
Bruce Travelers, which is Alex, my life partner. That's his baby.
Yeah, when we say life mate, it's kind of like, okay.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. But yes, the man. Yeah, we were sitting down, we were just talking, and we were just like, you're like, when are we gonna do a podcast? And I was like, I don't know, I'm free like after beer week.
Yeah. And then like
happened.
it took me 2 years. It did take me like 2 years to kind of like put it all together, have a studio, like be ready to do it.
Yeah.
And then I literally called up Kat one day and was like, I'm doing this with or without you. Yeah. But I'd much rather do it with you.
Here's the ultimatum.
And so we start in January. And she went like, well, maybe I could give you like 1 episode a month. And I'm like,
I think we all said that at
yes.
the beginning.
And you know what I said? I'll take it because I've done radio before and I know you get bit by the radio bug. And it's like, that was such a good conversation. I want to have another one. And now I want to have another one. And
I'm obsessed. I love it.
I know. And so, yeah, so we rope each other into each other's beer shenanigans. And then we make Taylor come along. And because she's like, hey guys, I love a great community. And we're like, well, say less, babe. We've got a community for you.
The brewery community is the best community. I really
Absolutely.
I can't argue that at all. It
Yeah.
is the best community.
Yeah. No.
I mean, throw your birthday party there. You'll get like, 200 of your best friends to come out and celebrate with you.
Yeah. No, Taylor and me just had this conversation where she's like, I just love like a good community that comes together. And I was like, say no more. Say no more. I got you.
Yeah. That's great.
So, okay.
Lots of things.
We have lots of things going on.
Lots of
Obviously,
things.
Wednesday is the Pink Boots Mix and Mingle. If you have not been a member, if you want to be a member, me and Kat will definitely be there. I don't know what you have going on.
I think I could be there.
Yeah, I think you were kind of up in the air. But we will be at Pink Boot Society at Common Dialect. That is in Tampa. Right now we're in St. Pete. So it's on the other side. There's a bridge, people. It is a bridge. You can do it. I promise.
Yeah. You know that I love you guys if I'm driving over a bridge.
Driving over a bridge.
Appreciate that.
So we will be at Common Dialect at 7 p.m. We have a bunch of interviews scheduled with so many cool people.
We have so many exciting things happening.
I know. And then on Friday, I will actually be behind the taps for a little while during the day. But then Amy from Craft Taps, Amy Parks.
Yes, Amy.
Yes, she from Craft Taps is coming down. She's traveled down to be at Unrefined at the happy hour at Unrefined. I'm sure she probably has other stuff going on, which is why she could be there.
No, she's coming for this.
But she's coming just for me, Kat, and the people at Unrefined. But no, we're going to do an interview with her. We're going to hang out with her.
She's amazing.
Oh, so cool.
She was the first person to ever buy one of my t-shirts.
She's so fun.
She's so great.
She's so nice.
Like, drink craft beer or something silly like that. But it was just, she's like, I love this shirt so much.
So cool. She's so cool. We'll have an interview with her. We'll also be able to hang out with her for a few hours at the Craft Tap Happy Hour at Unrefined. You will be at Bolton Brews.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
We have such a week this week.
I know.
I'm just trying to think in my head. Bolton Brews is happening at Emily Arena on Saturday.
Yes.
So very excited to be our first time attending with Gulfport at Bolton Brews.
It's actually really hard to get in.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge event.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really excited for that. And then Sunday we're leaving for conference.
Yeah, you guys are leaving.
Conference is next week.
I'm leaving Monday morning.
Today, yeah.
And you guys are leaving Sunday. I will be at Unrefined. I will be at Unrefined from 12 to 8 on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then literally I'm making sure my car is packed, and I'm leaving early Monday morning because we're in Jacksonville next week.
Yeah.
So next week
we will hit the road.
One of these really cool interviews will be our episode next week.
Yes.
Because we will be, but then we get to do like the wrap up and tell you all the cool things that happen at conference. Because again, that is another event that I look forward to every single year. This will be your first one, right?
It will.
Oh, so fun. They're so fun.
We're going to have a good time. I get like a conference high when I come
do too.
home.
When you come home and you're
just like, I don't know what it is. It's just like getting together with good-minded people. Obviously, you got the bevies. They're awesome. But like, it's not even about that. And it's not even about like the travel. Who doesn't get excited? Grab a suitcase and go, wherever. But it's just, I don't know. There's just something that like just is inspiring about conference. And and you just come back and you're just like, I had this experience. I want to tell everyone.
Fresh ideas.
Even though it's so busy. It's such a busy 3 days. You come back so refreshed and
Oh, 100%.
re-energized.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, "Yeah, we can take on everything." Like, it's so cool. It's such a fun event. I can't wait for you to be there with us.
Yeah.
So all these super cool things and then even more. So you got to keep listening because we have so many
This is
more
just the
things to tell
beginning.
you.
Yeah.
This is seriously just the beginning.
We're like charging up.
Yes.
Like, it's time.
It's a go time for all of us.
Yeah.
And we are so happy to bring you along. The one thing I will say this week is I had so many people that have reached out to us
Mhm.
that have been like, I listen to every episode.
Oh.
And I want to say this because I want to give like I I went a little ham and like yelled at everybody about videos, but I actually did have a couple brewery owners say to me this week, I put out a video because I always watch every one of your episodes.
No.
And you were absolutely right. And we do
Aw.
need to get on camera more. So I put myself out there.
Good for you, baby.
And I liked every one of them. I shared as many of it as I could. And like I really want to like that makes me feel like everything we're doing, like even if like we have 11 people listening, which I know is more than 11 people, but but if they get something out of it, that
Yeah.
makes me feel so good. So like to
Yeah.
have heard that from so many people and things like that, I love you guys.
Yes. We love you.
So keep listening. We have so much more to tell
Yeah.
you. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.